So I googled the Pocky 1 chip challenge, and I found online that this chip can cause a heart attack. And for some people, the spicy irritation can last for days. In this video, I'm going to earn the Platinum Trophy for Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled. But there's a catch. If I don't complete this Platinum in less than 10 hours, I must eat the incredibly hot and extremely spicy 1 chip challenge. Now, I enjoy eating spicy foods as much as the next guy, but I don't want a heart attack this young in life, so to avoid a trip to the hospital, I'm just going to try not to fail. You may be thinking, oh, this is going to be such an easy challenge because it's only Crash Team Racing. Well, let me tell you, buddy. Crash Team Racing's Platinum is an 8 out of 10 in difficulty and takes a whopping 40 hours to complete. But like I said before, I have to do this in only 10. There are a few trophies that make this such a hard platinum to obtain, and one of them is where you have to beat the game on hard mode, where all the opposing drivers just will put up amazing times, and the bosses will spam their weapons non-stop. Like, check this out. Come on, bro. Oh my god, man, no. At the time of this recording, less than 1% of all players have achieved this platinum, and only 4 have done it under 10 hours. That shows you what kind of challenge I'm up against. If you're liking this video and you want to see more platinum runs and challenges, hit that subscribe button. It would really mean a lot to me. So now let's get into the video. Before I can begin, I need to start a new account because my old account already has the Platinum Trophy, so that means I need to come up with a new name, one that represents me as a serious gamer and trophy hunter. Perfect. So first things first, I do have the chip right here. Look at this thing. It says do not eat if you have any medical condition. So yeah, I'm actually kind of scared to do this. And secondly, I just want to mention that I am playing on version 1.0 of the game, meaning I have no updates applied. I'll go over why I'm using version 1 in a moment, but I'm going to skip adventure mode and start with the arcade mode. Here there are plenty of things to do. You can do single races, you can do a battle mode, there's time trials, and there's even a crystal challenge, and they all have their own trophies. I'm going to start with the single races, and I'm going to try to do all these without unlocking a single trophy. Wait, isn't this supposed to be a speedrun? Why am I not rushing to unlock all the trophies? Well, that's because the platinum timer doesn't actually start when you start the game. It starts when you unlock your first trophy. Which means I can unlock all these long miscellaneous trophies one after the other by setting them up properly. But I have to do this all without boosting because there's plenty of trophies centered around boosting as well. With the setup all complete, I load up the last race I need for this trophy, Nitrostalgia, and I load it into 2-player mode. What I do here is I take the second controller and I make sure he gets to lap 3 first, which you will see why in a second. And then I take the first controller and I make sure I grab a beaker on the way to finishing the race. I need the beaker for this trophy, Alchemist. Directly hit an opponent with a thrown beaker power-up. That means I have to throw the beaker forward for this trophy to unlock. Here's what I do. Okay, let me just get right into place. So once I hit player 2 with the beaker, I'll unlock the first trophy. Alright, let's do this. Alright, let's go. With a trophy unlocked, the time is now on. I quickly put player 1 into position, and then I take the second controller and I push him over the finish line for these 3 trophies. I jump into adventure mode, and now that I'm not avoiding trophies, I can use shortcuts. Power-ups are used to gain an advantage over the other racers, but for a trophy, I can't use a single power-up during a race. And doesn't it feel so good when trophies pop back to back like this? There are boost pads in the game that will give you a short burst of speed, but you can also gain speed by drift boosting. And if you drift boost over a boost pad at max speed, you would do a super boost. Holding your boost for a whole lap isn't as easy as it looks, which is why only 4.5% have this trophy. Free yourself from a TNT crate. Alright, let's try to get this first try. Let's go, baby! Oh man, that one's hard to get sometimes. It wouldn't be a Crash Bandicoot game without bosses, and the bosses in this game will use power-ups infinitely throughout the race, but dodging them all will give me a trophy. You do have to be crazier than Ripperoo to eat the one chip. It's possible to hold your boost speed by drift boosting, and mastering this mechanic will be the key to earning the platinum in less than 10 hours. Not every shortcut is as simple as jumping over a wall. This shortcut requires you to throw a power up at it like a beaker to open the door. Burning rubber? I think that's for drift boosting 500 times. Adventure mode also has crystal challenges, and the first one you unlock in adventure mode so happens to be the last one I need for this trophy. Along with crystal challenges, there's also relic runs, and relic runs are pretty much time trials, but you can stop the clock by hitting time boxes, and finishing the race within the goal time will award you a relic. Alright, that's one relic down, many more to go. Win a CTR challenge in the adventure mode. Use all of Papu's pyramid shortcuts in the same race. Win against Papu in the adventure mode. Some races have more than one shortcut, and if you read the trophy description for wintertime off-roading, it says use all of Blizzard Bluff's shortcuts in the same race, and let me tell you, some of these aren't easy to pull off. Alright, if I make this last jump, I get a trophy. There it is! There it is! Lost my boost though. I got the trophy, but I still fell in the hole. Okay. Still counts. Use the shortcut in Polar Pass. Win against Komodo Joe in the adventure mode. Boom! Man, that was a good shot. This shortcut trophy is the last one I need for another trophy. Win against Pinstripe in the adventure mode. Let me introduce you to Nitrous Oxide. He is the main antagonist and the final boss. His goal is to turn the earth into one giant parking lot, unless you can beat him in a race. Now, he's not that difficult, even though he tries to cheat in the beginning, and he will cycle through all the previous boss's weapons. And defeating Oxide for the first time will pop a nice silver trophy. Now it's time to clean up the post game, and there's plenty to do. There's the cup races for gems, there's the relic races, and there's also the CTR tokens. I decided to do the CTR tokens first because they are already all available to me. Alright, let me just pimp my ride here real quick. Get a new paint job. I like that one. That's how I roll. That's how I roll. Now I need to finish all the cup challenges. A cup challenge is a series of 4 races where you're given a certain amount of points depending on what place you finish. And after all 4 races, the winner is the one with the most points. And placing first in the cup will win you a gem. Earn all the gems in the adventure mode. Once I finish this last relic race, I'll be done with all the collectibles. With the races finished and everything collected, it's time to face Oxide once again. Now, there's no difference to his race, and after defeating him for the final time, that makes me the galaxy's fastest. Successfully land all 3 missiles from a triple missile power-up. Complete the adventure mode on the hard difficulty. I still need a few weapon related trophies, and I figure the best place to do them is in the battle mode with a second player. So I load the last battle mode I need for this trophy, and the first thing I do is get all juiced up. To get juiced up, all you need to do is collect 10 Wampa Fruit, and after being on the juice, I use the last power up I need for these 2 trophies. Now it's time to play a little defense. I need to block a incoming missile with the following power-ups: a beaker, a TNT crate, and a bowling bomb. This is actually pretty easy to set up in 2-player mode. You take the second controller and grab 3 missiles, and with the first controller you grab one of the power-ups you need. I place player 2 at one end of the dock and fire a missile towards player 1 on the other side, and after blocking a missile with all 3 of those power-ups, I will unlock the trophy. I will then have player 1 win this last battle. The only thing I have left to do before I can get the platinum trophy are the time trials. Entropy and Oxide will have ghost time set on each track that I need to beat for the last few trophies. Defeating the time trial ghosts are definitely the hardest part of the game because it requires pretty much near perfection and memorization of all the tracks in the game. My goal here is to not lose my boost at all during any of the trials because I'm trying to get this done as quick as I possibly can, and I don't know how close I am to the 10-hour mark. To save as much time as I possibly can, I'm going to use glitches, and on version 1 of the game, there's a ton of glitches. Beating all of the Entropy's times makes me the new time master. Entropy was also the last playable character I needed for this trophy. Now I just need to beat Oxide's ghost one last time and the platinum will be mine. There it is, Gosmaxian Slug and the platinum. Whoa. Whoa indeed. Man, that was tough. Oh, that was tough. As you can see, after syncing it to PSN profiles, I did it in 7 hours and 5 minutes. I don't have to eat this chip. Maybe next time. But if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you haven't seen my Wolfenstein video, just click here. Check it out.